Hello and welcome, my friends. This is Jennifer from Mystic Star. I want to thank you guys so very much for spending some time with me today to watch this video. And today we have another unboxing. It's not a newer deck, but it's been one that has been sitting on the back of my mind, especially recently with everything that's been going on. I really wanted to get my hands on this deck. So without further ado, I'll show you what I got from Amazon. Okay guys, sorry I had a bit of a technical issue at the beginning of this video, so this is kind of a take two. But the deck I ordered, it's called the Food Fortunes. It's a corny, fun deck. This is not a technical deck in any means, and I just bought it because I thought it was such a fun deck. It adds that element of play, and it gives a bit of a giggle. I'm a foodie, so I've seen this deck posted on different sites, and I kind of fell in love with it. I've been thinking about getting this deck myself, and then it came up in Amazon as a recommendation, and I couldn't resist. It's not a high-end deck. It just comes in a box. It's not supposed to be as elegant or flamboyant as some of the other decks we get that have the beautiful boxes and the very elaborate books. This is very thin. It's, well, 13 pages long, so it's not a, like I said, a technical deck, but it does bring a lot of joy. So the back, the infinity symbol, got lots of symbols here, different elements. But yes, it is quite the cute little deck. So of course, we start off with the major arcana, the beginnings. Now, I did a little bit of research on this because I wasn't entirely sure about this deck, and knowing it's not a technical deck, on how this would work. So what I've read is that this is supposed to be fun. If you ever question what you're going to make for dinner, this is the deck you need. So, of course, like I said, this would be considered the major arcana. There is 22 cards in this collection. It has the symbol of a double square up there. So we're going with this as the beginnings. So obviously we're looking at the Fool. The slice, even kept with the infinity symbol. So cute. Okay, I find that funny. I don't know if anybody went there too, but we've got the folded one, a taco for the High Priestess. And of course you have to go with the burrito for the Empress. The other duo, and of course that has to be the Emperor. How he's another duo, not too sure. The Berg, the 5th card in the major arcana, we're looking at the Hierophant. The 6th card, the Hot Dog, kind of cracks me up. That too is also known as the Lovers. And then we have the staple, which is the Chariot. The 8th card, the Holy One, also known as Strength. The Golden Ball, which kind of really cracks me up. We've got the Hermit. The Trio, also known as the 10th card. So you're looking at the Wheel of Fortune. The 11th card. Now, the 11th card is Justice. Not sure how we have this. This is actually more in line with the High Priestess, with the PB&J, rather than the Great Taco here, or the folded one. Like I said, this is not a technical deck, more of a fun deck. The Link, we're looking at the 12th major arcana, the Hanged Man. I can kind of see it, somewhat not. The 13th card, this is also known as the Death card. You've got the Holy, what does it say? I think it's supposed to be the Holy Grail. Superman, a meat grinder. Cute, a little bit morbid, but cute. The Fallen. This has more of the lover's energy than what we're looking at with the hot dog. But this is the 14th card in the Major Arcana, which is Temperance. The Forever Golden, the 15th card, that would be the Devil. And I guess, you know what? That fried food can really be a bit of a devil for most of us. The 16th, the Islander, we're looking at the Tower, which I'm not too sure that spam could not be the Tower. That would really kick your tummy into gear. The 17th card, we're looking at the Star, also known as the Bagged One. Then we're on to the 18th, which is the Moon, the Aged One. And then of course we're on to the 19th, the Flame, and that's the Sun, which has a lot of correlation there. Then we have the extra firm one, Tofu, at the 20th, which is Judgment. And then the 21st, the Chipbreaker, also known as the World. I kind of really enjoy these Major Arcana in ways that I can't say, because they bring a smile to my face. And that's what I wanted this deck to do. I wanted this deck just for fun and to just have a little bit of a giggle, because every now and then stuff gets pretty heavy and it's just nice to be able to have that sense of fun and play. Now we're going to go on to what is considered the Minor Arcana. We have the Mains, which I think is just hilarious. And like I said earlier, this is not a technical deck. I had to research this because I didn't understand how these all hooked up into the Minor Arcana. And the creator, Joshua Lafette, has said this is not a technical deck, so the suits don't line up so well. Some of the blogs that I have read, they have kind of loosely put different suits to these, I guess, courses. Because then we have the sweets. And then the sides. And finally, the drinks. So I will go through these cards just because they make me so happy, and I am absolutely adoring this deck so far. So from what my research has said, they are associating the Mains with the Suit of Swords. So obviously we have the Ace of Mains. So the main, I guess. Then we have the Mispronounced, which is the second. Goes on to the Slurp, the third. Of course, followed by the Vietnamese, the fourth. The Chinese, the fifth. The Roll, or we're going into Japan now, as the sixth. The Pressed One as the seventh. That kind of cracks me up. The orange one, I guess we're going to India with some curry and a lovely naan there. And we can't go without the stack. We're at the 9th card already. And then the New Englander at 10. The Page of Mains. Of course, you gotta go with the meatballs with the Knights. The Queen, she's the whole turkey or chicken. And then of course, her lovely king. He's the big T-bone steak there. Like I said, this is something fun and just something that we just can't take life too seriously all the time. Adding in a little bit of food always adds some fun. So the Ace of Sweets. My understanding is that the sweets are connected in with that passion center, so we had to go in with the wands. So we have the Ace of Sweets, the Italian, the scoop at third, of course the mess, which if you have children and have ever tried to eat one of those, that's a big mess. That one cracks me up and has connection to the Hierophant at the fifth, the holy one. Of course the Dane, the delicate one, the straight shooter, that cracked me up. The hot mess. Of course we can't forget the banana split. The page of sweets. Oh, and it's very specific on how you're supposed to eat the page of sweets. That's very cute. The knight of sweets. Of course your queen has to be the whole cake. And then we got the pie for the king. Super, super fun. Then we're on to the sides. Now sides, from my understanding, they're associating that with the earth. So the pentacle, if you will. So you have also the ace of sides, so you have that ever yummy salsa. The constant, bacon goes with everything. Come on, let's be honest. That beautiful Middle Eastern, yummy. The root, so cute. The refried. The greens. The seed. That's funny. That's what my kids called us. Broccoli, the mini tree. The Blanco dip. The cast iron. The page of sides. And it's not just green beans, it's canned green beans. The knight of sides. They, I think, had to explain that. So we've got spuds here, a little bit of mash there. The queen of sides. Had to go with the salad. The king of sides. You got that mac and cheese, right? Who can't go without some mac and cheese? And to finish it off, of course, we have the drinks. Well, you can't really associate anything but water with this, especially as that's what the ace of drinks is. We have the fountain, the steeped one. Of course, if you go steeped, you gotta go iced. And of course, classic, so good. That squeeze. Who doesn't love some fresh squeeze OJ? The white knight, that cracks me up. That should, I would have put that as the knight card, I won't lie. The sparkler, the thickest, the express. I'm not sure, pages are supposed to be that childlike innocent. I'm not sure I'd really enjoy my child drinking beer. Okay, never mind. The knight, we're going on to the hard stuff. The queen, give her that glass of wine, she'll be happy. And then the king of drinks, we have coffee. Super fun and cute, right? It's a deck that is made just for that fun giggle. Overall, it's a great deck. It's a good size, it fits well in your hand, easy to be able to manipulate and move around. The cards themselves, they're pretty bendy. Sometimes you get cards that are a bit thicker of a stock, but this is, especially for what this is, this wouldn't be a technical deck. Fantastic. It's got the very flat matte finish, so in lighting, you can see I can flip these cards any which way and you don't really get a glare off the lights. Some of my other decks, I do get a glare, so I have to angle it so carefully. This one, not so much. But overall, this is going to be a fantastic addition. Will I do a technical reading with this? No, probably not. Not unless we're looking at what we're going to make for dinner. Will I bring it out to remind people of that connection to what's happening right here and right now? Absolutely. This is a fantastic deck just to get that realization that we can't get caught up in that bigger picture, that journey, the everyday demands. This is about fun and it's about play. And that's really important in life too. I want to thank you guys so very much for joining me today and watching this video. I hope that you found this video fun and entertaining, gave you an insight into a deck that you may not have heard of before. If you like this video, please remember to give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel for the latest content. As you can see here, you really never know where I'm going to go next. So the best way to stay connected so you don't miss out on any of this amazing insight and healing is to subscribe to my channel, hit that little red bell so you don't miss a video. Also, if you enjoyed this video and want to support me in making more, I have a Patreon page with many tiers and lots of perks. In some of the tiers, the perks are private readings and healings with myself. I provided a helpful link below, so why not go check it out? Until tomorrow, my friends.